Let's be honest. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Before you've even had coffee, before you've said hello to your dog, you grab your phone. I know I do. It's like a reflex. You open your eyes, and your thumb just knows where to go. You're scrolling through Instagram, seeing what your friends did last night. Maybe you're checking out some funny cat videos on TikTok to start your day with a laugh. It's become our morning newspaper, our photo album, and our connection to, well, everyone. We see curated vacation photos, perfectly angled selfies, and updates about things we didn't even know we needed to know. It's how we keep up. This daily ritual has completely changed how we experience our lives. Think about it. When you go to a concert, what's the first thing you see? A sea of phones, all recording the same song from a slightly different, shaky angle. We're so busy documenting the moment for our followers that we sometimes forget to actually live in it. It's like we're all directors of our own little movies, starring ourselves. We share our breakfast, our new shoes, our thoughts on the latest TV show. It's how we announce big news, like a new baby or a new job, and it's how we celebrate small victories, like finally cleaning out the garage. We've built entire communities online. You can find a group for anything. People who love crocheting tiny hats for squirrels? They're on there. People who only eat food that starts with the letter P on Tuesdays? I bet they have a Facebook group. These connections can be amazing, especially for people who feel isolated in their own towns. You can find support, friendship, and a sense of belonging with people thousands of miles away. It's a powerful tool for bringing people together, who might never have met otherwise, creating a global neighborhood right in the palm of your hand. But it's also a lot of pressure, isn't it? The pressure to be interesting, to look happy all the time, to have the perfect response to every comment. We compare our everyday lives to someone else's highlight reel. Your Tuesday afternoon spent doing laundry suddenly feels a little less glamorous next to your friends' pictures from a beach in Bali. We're constantly measuring ourselves against an impossible standard, a never-ending stream of perfection. It's exhausting. We've become so used to this cycle of scrolling, posting, and comparing that it's hard to imagine a day without it. It's just life. Now, picture this. It's tomorrow morning. Today is October 22nd, 2025. You wake up, you do the thumb reflex thing, and nothing. The Instagram icon is gone. TikTok? Vanished. You try searching for Facebook, for YouTube, for anything, but it's all just gone. Poof. Like a magic trick, but nobody is laughing and there's no applause. You'd probably think your phone is broken. You'd restart it, check the Wi-Fi, maybe even give it a little shake, as if that would help. But then you'd hear it from a neighbor or on the radio. Social media has disappeared from the entire world overnight. The silence would be deafening. The initial shock would be pure chaos. How do you wish your cousin happy birthday? You don't have her number. How do you know if that new restaurant is any good? No more scrolling through reviews with pictures of the food. All those little conveniences would evaporate in an instant. People would be wandering around, looking up from their phones for the first time in years, blinking in the sunlight like confused little groundhogs. The world would suddenly feel both much bigger and much smaller at the same time. The immediate, constant chatter that has become the background noise of our lives would just stop. Think about all the businesses that rely on it. Small bakeries that found their customers through beautiful Instagram posts, artists who sold their work through Etsy and TikTok videos, comedians who built their careers on YouTube. Their entire business model would be gone. News would travel so differently too. We're used to getting updates in real time, watching events unfold second by second on our feeds. Without that, we'd have to wait for the evening news or the morning paper. The world would feel like it was moving in slow motion, and we'd have to relearn the art of patience. And what about our memories? So many of our photos, our conversations, our life announcements are stored on these platforms. It's like a digital scrapbook of our lives. For many, losing that would be like losing a box of old photographs and letters. All those comments from friends on your graduation picture, the first photo of your new puppy, the video of your kid's first steps. All gone. It would be a strange kind of collective amnesia. We'd still have the memories in our heads, of course, but the proof, the digital record we've all so carefully curated, would be erased forever. After the initial panic, something interesting would start to happen. We'd have to actually talk to each other again. Imagine that. Instead of sending a quick HBD text, you might actually pick up the phone and call your friend. You'd hear their voice, you'd have a real conversation, maybe even make plans to celebrate in person. That's a whole different level of connection, isn't it? Planning a party would go back to basics. You'd have to send out paper invitations or organize a phone tree like we did in the 90s. It would be more work, for sure, but it would also feel more intentional and personal. Suddenly, our neighborhoods would come alive. People would spend more time outside, in parks, in coffee shops, maybe even just sitting on their front porch. Boredom would become a thing again, and boredom is the mother of all invention, and also the mother of, hey, I'm going to go knock on my neighbor's door. Friendships would be forged over shared interests in the real world. You might join a book club, a sports league, or a community garden. You'd build relationships based on shared experiences, not just shared memes. We'd have to learn how to make small talk with strangers again. Entertainment would change too. Instead of scrolling through endless short videos, families might dust off their old board games. People might pick up instruments again, or start painting, or write letters. Yes, actual letters with stamps. The focus would shift from consuming content to creating things for ourselves and the people directly around us. We'd go to the library more. We'd listen to the radio more. The local movie theater would become a huge event again, a place where the whole community gathers to see the one new movie that's out. It would be a shared cultural experience. Of course, there's a downside. Staying in touch with family and friends who live far away would become much harder. A phone call is great, but it's not the same as seeing daily photos of your niece growing up or watching videos from your friend's trip overseas. Long-distance relationships would face new challenges. We'd lose that effortless passive connection that social media provides, that feeling of being part of someone's day-to-day life, even from across the globe. We'd have to put in a lot more effort to maintain those distant bonds, and some might unfortunately fade away. So, would life be better? In some ways, absolutely. I think our mental health would get a huge boost. The constant pressure to perform, to compare, to keep up, would be gone. Imagine a world with less anxiety about how many likes your photo got. Imagine not feeling that pang of envy when you see someone on a glamorous vacation. We'd have more time and mental energy to focus on ourselves, our immediate surroundings, and our real-life relationships. We might become more present, more mindful, and maybe even a little kinder to ourselves and to each other. The world would get quieter, and that quiet could lead to deeper thinking. Without the constant distraction of notifications and endless feeds, we might find ourselves with more time to read a book, learn a new skill, or simply sit and think. Our attention spans would slowly start to repair themselves. School events would be filled with parents actually watching their kids, not watching them through a screen. Dinners would be about conversation, not about who can find the funniest video to show everyone else. We'd reclaim hours of our day, and we could fill that time with things that are truly fulfilling. But we can't ignore what we'd lose. Social media has been a powerful tool for social change, giving a voice to the voiceless and organizing movements that have changed the world. It allows for the rapid spread of important information during emergencies. It provides a lifeline for people with rare diseases to connect with others who understand what they're going through. Losing that would be a huge blow. We'd lose a platform for discovery, for learning about different cultures, and for finding niche communities that make us feel understood. The world would become more fragmented in some ways. Ultimately, a world without social media wouldn't be a utopia or a disaster. It would just be different. We would trade global digital connection for deeper local analog connection. We'd swap the stress of online comparison for the challenge of real-world interaction. Personally, I think we'd be better off. I think we'd rediscover the joy of unfiltered life and the beauty of being present. It would be a difficult adjustment for sure, but I believe we'd emerge from it more connected to what really matters, each other, and we'd probably get a lot more sleep, and who doesn't love sleep?